I got a phone call, and I said, okay, who's calling? I thought someone was messing with me. He said, this is Quincy Jones. I said, what?
Paulette is singing backgrounds on this song that we're about to listen to.
Did they?
I thought.
You know that they were going to be as massive as they?
I did. I just knew it. I had the feeling.
So being around Quincy was like a confidence builder.
Oh,
it was
my
like
God.
It was.
For you to be around someone that you absolutely are in awe of, and for them to tell you, you're great. You're so great.
It's
You're
like
so
for
great.
you when you hang out with me.
Today we're listening to Don't Stop Till You Get Enough and Rock With You off of Off the Wall, which was this wonderful collaboration between Michael Jackson and Quincy Jones. And we are joined with none other than
Paulette McWilliams. Paulette is an insane, legendary vocalist.
who is singing on this record.
She has also sung with Bette Midler, Dolly Parton, Diana Ross, Luther Vandross, Marvin Gaye, pretty much anybody awesome who you've heard on the radio, Paulette has sung with. The list just goes on and on and on. So we have with us here the legend herself to give us the inside scoop about working with Quincy and Michael and what this all was like.
We also got Ryan Lerman. Ryan is my co-founder in Scary Pockets. Ryan has also played with Bublé and John Legend and Ben Folds and more.
And Jack Conti here, co-founder and co-member of the band Scary Pockets, and Pomplamoose, also CEO of Patreon.
And we are engineered today by Tim Sonnefeld. Thank you, Tim, for joining us.
So good to be here, guys.
I want to know, icebreaker question. I want to know from both of you guys, what have you been listening to? What album are you loving right now?
I'm listening to Gregory Porter right now. I love Gregory Porter.
Amazing. What's your favorite song or album by Gregory Porter?
I love Liquid Spirit. I love that whole album. I love There Will Be No Love Dying. Boom, 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 boom. I love that so much.
Ryan, who you listen to? What do you got?
You know what I just heard is there's a new single by Unknown Mortal Orchestra. Every time I hear a new song from him, the whole thing is just consistently awesome and fresh and evolving.
I heard this record that I'd not heard. I guess it came out in 2019, maybe 2018. It's by a young band called Thumpasaurus. So funky, but also a little heavy. They get grimy. It gets like pretty distorted and awesome.
All right, Jack, what are we listening to?
So today we are listening to Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. And I said it before, I'm going to say it again just because it's wild. Paulette is singing backgrounds on this song that we're about to listen to.
Yes.
And before we listen to the song, Paulette, how did you wind up on this record? What was the story that got you here?
Yeah, how did you meet Quincy?
I have yummy stories. Okay, so we recorded this song called Chasing the Sun. They called it Talleyrand at the time. And we recorded that song, and Phil Upchurch, who knew Quincy very well, who Quincy loved, sent the tape to Quincy. Quincy sent for me, and I moved from Chicago to L.A., and I did his Body Heat tour.
Did he call you when you said he sent for you?
Quincy Jones
You
called
got a
me.
you got a call.
I got a phone call. I had a phone call from
Do you
Quincy
remember
Jones.
that? Do you remember the call?
I remember every second. Of that
Of course you
Was
do.
it a message and you called him back?
No.
These were
not. Wait
it
a
rang
minute.
and you picked it up.
I'm 72. These were not cell phones.
This was not an iPhone.
This was one of those ugly
a
phones.
landline.
With a landline that you pick up, you dial like this. My dad picked it up and said, "It's for you." My dad questioned it because it was a guy, and he looked at me like I was doing something wrong. But in fact, it was Quincy. And he said, "Hey," he said, "Is this Paulette?" I said, "Yes." And I said, "Okay, who's calling?" I thought someone was messing with me. He said, "This is Quincy Jones." I said, "What?" I did not believe him. I thought someone was really messing with me. He said, "No." He said, "No, baby, this is Quincy Jones."
No,
He said-
baby.
Did he call you baby?
Yeah, he did. He called me baby girl. He and Marvin Gaye both called me baby girl.
Right from the first.
From the very beginning.
From the first
he said,
phone
"No,
call.
baby, this is Quincy. Everybody calls me Q." He said that. And he said, "I got your tape from church. And he said, I'm just wondering, how would you like to come out and be the lead singer for me on my Body Heat tour?
Wow.
And I said, I think I hung up by mistake out of excitement, and he called me back. I ran down the hallway screaming. My mother was in the kitchen. I was like, Mama. She goes, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Mama. Because you got to understand, no one in my family, I'm the only musician. I was the first and the only in my family to venture out to do music. So my mom thought I was losing my mind because he called. It was a Sunday. Remember that. And my mom said, girl, get a hold of yourself. I said, Mama, Quincy Jones. Anyway,
so he
long
calls
story
back?
short, he calls me back and
He says,
tells me,
"Move to LA."
I said, I'm so sorry. He called me back and he said he wanted me to come out. He's going to send me a ticket. He wanted me to come out to LA to rehearse and be part of his Body Heat tour. Once I got to LA, which was the following week, once I got to the motel, I hear this knock on my door. I open the door and you will never guess who knocked on my door.
Who?
Cannonball Adderley.
Wow.
Quincy, and I'm going to get to the point, I'm sorry. Quincy introduced me to so many people, and one of them was Michael Jackson. Yeah.
Well, let's listen to the track. Here it is.
Okay.
Michael Jackson, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough.
This is straight up groove, right?
It's just so pocket.
Oh.
Just rising now. Power, oh power, is the force that makes it happen.
You hear the percussion?
Yeah.
It makes no questions why. Ooh, get closer now. Come on, body now. Just love me.
Right?
Dun, 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 dun.
Right.
Don't know. Keep on when the force don't stop. Don't stop till you get enough. Keep on.
Is that you?
When the force don't stop till you get enough. Keep on. When the force don't stop till you get enough. Keep on. When the force don't stop till you get enough.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
When you put on those, so I'm assuming you had headphones on.
I always keep one off. though.
Was the track done?
Oh, yeah.
So the track was done
Yeah.
pretty much. So you heard
Yeah,
all
pretty
that
much.
stuff in there. You heard the horns, you heard the strings.
It wasn't mixed like
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
But you could hear everything.
Were you guys all on one mic?
Yeah, the singers, we were all around one microphone, yes.
all the singers,
Yep.
4 singers?
Which is a lot. Nowadays, they don't do that. They have each singer on different mics, which I think is crazy.
And how instructive was Michael on the vocals while you were recording takes?
He just wanted us to sound like him. He wanted us to have that precision,
Everything is
everything was percussive.
so
Everything was,
precise.
It had
This
to be
recording.
precise. It had to be.
It
if you
sounds-
were
it
one of
sounds
those
like-
singers that would do something like, till you get enough, you were out.
Right.
You had to do it exactly like he wanted it.
Did he boot people? Did you see him boot people
He
when he
didn't
was
boot
working?
anyone. He just hired the ones he knew that could
Yeah.
do it.
Okay.
There was no one to be booted because every singer that was there was pretty much a professional.
So I'm trying to figure out what this dynamic was like. So you're in basically an ISO booth, right? With 4 other singers?
We weren't in a booth. We were out.
You're in a live room.
We were in the live room.
Okay, so you're-
and the control. They were in the control room. Which
And were
was
you-
different than this because Westlake Audio? We were actually facing.
You're facing the glass.
I was facing
Yep.
Michael.
So you're looking at
and
Michael
Quincy.
while you're
Yeah,
singing.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
You're looking
yeah.
at Michael Jackson
Yeah,
while you're singing
and
those
he was
parts.
he was just walking around and just kind of just grooving. And if he heard something he didn't like, he stopped it.
And like, give us an example of something he didn't like when he stopped the track.
I
or
mean,
like-
it didn't happen often. It could be something in the music or something where he may have wanted to stop and correct something. But mostly with the singers, he basically just gave us the direction and we just followed it because we were, they call us the A background singers.
Yeah.
So that's what we did.
And that part is unison, right? There's
Yeah,
no
that's
harmonies.
unison. There's no harmony.
So everybody's just, so that
Unison.
means
you had to sound like one voice.
Wow.
You know, and everybody
does.
kind of blended. If you notice, it sounds like it's all my voice, but all of us. Yeah, he wanted that weight, and he wanted it to be precise and percussive.
I mean, your voice is such a good compliment to his voice in
Yeah,
particular.
thank you, thank you.
I think that's why so many people called you, is because you, like, even just from a mix perspective, you have this. Your voice is so unique, but also supportive.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And your ears are so good that you're able to blend so well with other singers and with a lead vocal.
A blend is when voices come together and the tones and everything sound as if it's one voice. Even though they're harmonizing, it'll sound like one voice because they are blending. Their tone, their timbre, their vibrato is blending. They match one another. That is a blend.
The other thing I noticed in that last song was in that solo section, the big band arrangement. It
Yes.
sounds like Thriller.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
I didn't
Before
notice.
Thriller, right?
Listen to the big band arrangement real quick.
In the bridge.
Yeah, somewhere around.
Right. Right at that. Yes. Yep. That's,
Yes, you're right. I think a lot of artists kind of have a thing that appears in a lot of their music, you know, and that may be a Quincy.
Yes.
It's got that nice
Yes.
counterpoint,
Yeah.
and that is that Thriller sound.
Doom.
And
Yes.
Yeah.
we could.
Yeah, that's yes.
How many other Michael Jackson songs did you sing on?
I sang on Rock With You. I sang that one. I sang on Can You Feel It?
Well, speaking of Rock With You, should we listen to that one?
Yes.
Sure.
Rock With You.
This is so good.
Oh, that synth sound is so fire.
Listen to guitarist. Yeah.
Girl, close your eyes. Let the rhythm get into you.
I love this song.
So good.
Don't try to fight it. There ain't nothing that you can do. Is
that a Rhodes?
Your mind.
Yeah.
Lay back and groove.
Here we
with
go.
your mind. You gotta feel that heat, and we can ride the boogie. Share that beat of love.
Listen to those parts.
With you all night. Dance you into the sunlight. Rock with you all night. Rock the night.
You
Isn't that
can't
great?
overstate the significance of this recording.
Yeah, agreed.
And,
It's
and the wonderful arrangements that are like insane.
Quincy came from like his wealth of knowledge and the tradition that he came from as far
He
as
brought forth, yep.
jazz and big band music.
Yep.
Like so much of that warmth came from Quincy's
Right.
knowledge of harmony and orchestration and instrumentation. Like on those records, I
can
mean,
hear it.
if there's an orchestra, it's a big band, and there's strings, and there's guitars, and there's synthesizers. Like it's the full spectrum. He's taking advantage of the full spectrum of dynamic range and
Very true.
frequency range.
So when you went in for this session, you were in a
I was
live
there
room
at the
again.
same we did it the same day.
Same day. Okay, so they just pulled up a next session,
Next-
recorded a new part on top of it.
exactly. I
Same
was
time.
there. Like, yeah.
What was it like hearing these two songs for the first time? Did they? Did you know that they were going to be as massive as they?
I did. I just knew it. I had the feeling. I even said to Q, I said, these are going to be so big. These are going to be so big. To me, how incredible everyone that was in the studio, everybody knew what they were supposed to do.
That's Quincy, right? I mean,
yes, absolutely.
Quincy
Only the
just-
best. Yeah.
He hired, whenever he needed something done, he knew
You knew who to call.
who to get.
The
He
best
knew, he knew
person
the
in the
best
world.
one.
Yes,
Yes.
literally.
He would get the best person in the world.
was an expert wielder of
and they
teams.
loved
Yeah.
him, and they appreciated him, and you would never say no to him.
what was it like personally? And like, did you feel?
I felt like my heart was going to jump out of my
You did.
chest.
Okay, so you felt nervous.
Yes, but you got to understand, this was after we had done the Body Heat tour. So I was kind of used to Quincy, and I knew he loved and embraced me. But now there's Michael and Quincy. So I felt like my heart was going to just, I felt like everybody saw how uncool I was feeling.
What gave you the confidence to suck it up and like make it happen and do such a great performance?
Just the fact that Quincy would always tell me how great I was made me feel comfortable.
So he would give you positive feedback.
Always. Oh my God. He'd tell everybody. There were articles everywhere. I'm going to produce her. She's one of the baddest singers, blah, 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 blah. So I felt not cocky, but I felt like it's okay. I do belong here, but I don't feel like I belong here, but I'm going to pretend like I know I belong here.
Yeah.
For him to tell me that I could sing the Bernard Eigner song I sang, Everything Must Change. You know that song? There are not many things in life you can be sure of. To just go out on stage and sing that. I mean, that took confidence. For him to tell me I could do it, I kept saying, okay, if he said I can do it, I can do it.
So being around Quincy was like a confidence builder.
Oh,
it was
my
like
God.
It was, okay.
For you to be around someone that you absolutely are in awe of, and for them to tell you, you're great. You're so great.
It's
You're
like
so
for
great.
you when you hang out with me.
But seriously, for me, because I'm very spiritual, it was just me being, learned how to become so grateful for what it is that I have. That I feel like to this day, when people tell me, oh, you can't, I'm like, yes, I can. Yes, I can. Oh, people, you're too old. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. To me, it's all about knowing. It's a knowing of who you are and what you have.
I feel like there's two things in what you just said that are so powerful. The first is just knowing that, okay, everybody feels this way. Mm-hmm. We're all insecure.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Everybody
has that.
feels like,
Absolutely.
except maybe like, Trump and Prince.
Yeah. With Trump being number one.
Yeah.
Oh,
And everybody else, we all feel.
Yes.
But then the antidote for that, the antidote for fear is gratitude.
Gratitude and accepting who you know you are, and knowing that the fact that they see it makes you feel like, well, it's okay that I can be this way.
Yeah.
Let's do questions and we'll do
Sure,
wrap up.
sure.
Ryan,
Okay,
what-
we have a question from our Discord community, from the Patreon community.
Okay.
This one's from one of our patrons, William Van Vechten, wearing a Scary Pockets sweatshirt, which
I want one.
which is now available. We'll
get you one.
We'll give you one, but for the people, it's now available at scarypocketsfunk.com. Okay, Will.
I learn something new every episode, so thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
These are incredible arrangements. I'm wondering, did Michael and Quincy do them together, or do you know if there was a separate arranger involved?
No, they collectively they did them together. They collaborated collaborated together on that, on Billie Jean, on Beat It, on all of those. They collaborated.
Michael had such a strong sense.
Yeah.
He could sing every part in his head.
And Quincy could pull out of him what he wanted, and could also give him what he needed also musically to support his ideas of creativity. So that was just, to me, it was a beautiful collaboration. Absolutely.
Okay, from Clinton Johnson. Jackson's songs with Quincy Jones on Off the Wall and Thriller sound so warm and round in comparison to his later music on Bad and Dangerous, which feels cold and sharp. What did Jones do that Michael Jackson abandoned? Thank you, love the channel.
Ooh.
Interesting.
I don't know
You guys
how
have
to answer that.
any thoughts?
I don't think anything was abandoned. I think it was growth. I think what he did with Quincy was that culmination of the warmth and Michael. And then as Michael progressed on his own, it just became more of his stuff. I don't think it was...
I have a couple thoughts. I have
Please.
3 thoughts.
Yeah.
Recording technology changed.
Yep.
Mixes as a whole, like what was on the radio, as a whole got brighter and
Absolutely.
sharper and
That
less
too.
warm. Okay, more like a bright plate reverbs and stuff like that. Yeah, those later records featured a different instrumentation. They were using different technology at a time where mixes as a whole were getting brighter, and people were using a lot more cocaine.
Yeah.
And with that, let's call it. This has been another episode of Professional Musicians React. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate all the comments and energy. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, Paulette.
Thank you, Paulette.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.